Oh, hello there, everybody in Facebook land. My name's Riley Saunders. I'm a village idiot. Thank you very much for joining us. What is the 10th episode of Season 4 Live at the Roslyn? This is a show we dreamed up where you can watch bands play from the comfort of your own home on Facebook Live and YouTube. We are huge music lovers, and I hope we all have something like that in common. And this is an interactive rock show. Please click like, please click share. And if you do that, you're going to get huge brownie points with us, but it's also the biggest compliment you can give us and the artist that's going to be performing here. And we would really appreciate it, of course. We want to keep you involved. Leave those comments, and we're going to read it out to the band in between the songs. Let's have some fun tonight, and let's see how far around the world we can spread this show. We're going to kick it to the theme song after a quick shout-out for King's Head Pub. They are an extension of your living room. They're huge supporters of Live at the Roslyn and what we do here. They have shows every single Friday, every single Saturday, and soon we're going to have a concert series a few Thursdays out of the year, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We're going to kick it to the theme song, and then we're back with Raine Hamilton String Trio. Thanks, everyone.
Week at 8 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you Raine Hamilton String Trio.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Darling, let down your long hair, that I might take some comfort there. I've been reading the signs, and it won't be long. My love, won't you swallow your pride? Be at peace with your maker. My love, if you were lost, what becomes of us then? Well, more can be said than be done, and I have but these hands of one. I'll turn every stone, take every chance, to step to the edge of my pride, into the hands of my maker, and fall, fall. of my palm in the cards that I've drawn. I've been reading the signs, and it won't be long. His footsteps are heard on the ground, and startled she wakes at the sound. Oh, my love, you are here. Blessed is the night. My darling, let down your long hair.
Thank you. Well, right on. Thank you so much. Hi to everyone who's here. Welcome to everyone watching from across time and space. So what you've heard is true. My name is Raine Hamilton, like the rain that falls with an E at the end. And with me are my good friends Quentin Bart on the bass and Nathaniel Felicitas on the cello. Yes. And we're streaming right now from my hometown, Winnipeg, Manitoba, in the very iconic Roslyn apartments. I think everyone in this city has a connection to this place. There's just something about it. I'd love to sing a song now about this place and this land. So this song speaks about the prairie and all that the prairie has to offer and teach us, which is a lot. And it also speaks to the power of the mountains and their power as like a special force of the earth reaching into that different realm of the sky. And to me, they teach me to be brave. This one is a love story between a mountain person and a prairie person and the life that they create. And this is called Aurora in the Meadow, Aurora like the Northern Lights.
I learned to grow where the winds are wild and the land is warm, where the rivers cut the earth, turn the soil to mud and clay. I learned to grow, and I learned to walk reaching out a prairie mile and looking up, stepping one foot then the other on the flatlands of my home. I learned to walk, and I learned to look to the earth, the sky, the spaces in between, to see the coming color of the grass that's not yet green. I learned to look like Aurora in the meadow. We are tall beneath 1,000 points of light. I counted them all, and amidst the stir and wonder, I found my hand to hold, and I found in your woolen coat a comfort from the cold. Onward to the mountains high, where the land is brave and rough and lives in the sky, where the one I love with their heart resides. Onward to the mountains, we raised our children in the valley. The river acres there run rich with polished stones, between the river and the garden where your hands have built our home. We raised our children. Like aurora in the meadow, we are tall. Beneath 1,000 points of light, I counted them all. And amidst the stir and wonder, you found my hand to hold. And I found in your woolen coat a comfort from the cold. I learned to mourn the losses of my life laid on the earth, buried in the prairie soil that grass may grow anew. I learned to mourn. Like aurora in the meadow.
Thank you.
Everybody, if you're just tuning in, you're watching Raine Hamilton's String Trio live at the Roslyn. This is a show we dreamed up where you can watch bands play full sets from the comfort of your own home, and we're just getting started. So thank you very much for joining us. Please click like and please click share if you do want to support what we're doing here, and that goes a long way. And also, if you want to leave some comments, I'm going to read some comments and questions out to Raine and the band here. So we'll do that after the next song. As always, we got to give a shout out to McNaught Cadillac Buick GMC. They are huge supporters of Live at the Roslyn and sponsors of what we do. We put out a docuseries every single Monday at noon, and they are the main sponsor of that. Make sure to support those who support our music community, and we love you so much. We're going to read out some comments right after the band, but first, I know a lot of you don't necessarily know Raine Hamilton. So Raine, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your music history?
Sure. So I'm a prairie artist, grew up in Winnipeg. I have been playing this instrument most of my life. This really got me in the game, as they say. Actually, I was just about to tell this story to intro the song. So, brilliant segue work. The story of how I come to play this instrument involves, something that I think really helped connect a lot of us to passions, to life lessons, to the greater world, and that is Sesame Street. And so I was watching Sesame Street. I was 3 years old. It was 1987. And Snuffleupagus, who has always had a special place in my heart, had invited, who knew Snuffleupagus was personal friends with Yo-Yo Ma and Itzhak Perlman? But he had invited them onto the block, and they were there performing in a string quartet. And it was really like the earth stood still for me. It was just like a sacred moment in life. Oh, yes, wow. And I had this experience of recognizing myself in them. And so I was like, okay, well, we have to do something. So I bring this news to my parents. Okay, can we have a family meeting? I've had this religious experience with Sesame Street, and I think I know some things about life. Can we move on this? And we did. Thank you, parents, who I think are watching right now. Hi, Mom and Dad. In Victoria. It snowed so much there today, so I hope you're warm. Thank you for listening to me. And I started to play violin soon after, and it's really been just an essential part, really, of my life. So it's a big part of the sounds that I crave and love to create with, so hence all the different sizes of fiddles we have on stage. And we'll share now this tune for the fiddle and the voice. And this song is written inspired by the islands of Haida Gwaii, just way in the north of BC. And that's one of the many places I feel so fortunate to get to visit as a touring artist. This is called Lay Me Down. Oh yeah, I'm just going to double check I'm in tune here. It's worth it. Studies show people prefer this instrument in tune.
Oh, bowing cedar, take my breath and take it far away. Take my spirit, take my flesh, should I cross today? Till you lay me down, lay me down, lay me down. Mother Maker, speak to me, tell me what I see. Take me to the wildest place between the land and sea. Mother, I will know the pain and I will tell the tales. Tell them of the fish and birds, I'll tell them of the whale. Till you lay me down, lay me down, lay me down. Sure of heart and fleet of foot, I walk the weary stones, land my sight on broken white and counsel with their bones. Listen far and listen wide, listen across the great divide. Hear them whisper faint and high, they're yelling on the other side. Raise my body, bleach my bones, and set them far apart. Dear ones, worry not for me the day my soul departs. Take me to the wildest place and take me there to stay. Hear me whisper faint and high, I'm yelling on the other side. Oh, I'm yelling on the other side. I'm yelling on the other side.
Thank you. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Everybody give it up for Raine Hamilton String Trio. This is a special treat, something very unique from what we've had live at the Roslyn, and we're so stoked to have you here sharing this with us. And we're going to read out some comments from people at home. Is that okay, Raine? All right. Make sure they're nice comments, everybody. We have Terry Thomas watching all the way from Bali. Says, hey, from Bali.
Oh, wow.
Ken Polishchuk says, hi, guys. Have a great show. Thanks, Ken. Terry Thomas says, thanks for the invite, Nat. Ooh, we go. My mom's watching all the way in Mesa, Arizona, and says beautiful.
Aw.
Absolutely loving what she's hearing right now. Melissa Seaton says love, love, love. Karen Barg, who just played a couple weeks ago with Eagle and Hawk, says nice berryolage, girl. Berryolage?
Berryolage. It's like a Boeing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody else knew except me, I'm sure. Shane Marcus says amazing. Karishma Sharma says amazing. Such a
Aw,
rich
yay.
sound.
Hi.
Argues Records and Entertainment Shop says, whoa, what a talent. Charlene Gladue says, my favorite song from that album.
Oh, hi, Charlene.
Sue Kane says, I want to play Fiddle Like Rain. We all want to play Fiddle Like Rain. Let's be honest here, everybody. And we're going to read out more comments. Lloyd Peterson says, beautiful. Sounds great.
Oh, what a human.
Shout out to Lloyd. And actually, I got a question for you, Rain. When it comes down to playing music, I know you tour a lot and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do? Like, The chunked up answer is, it is in my heart to do this. And when I think about like, what do I want my time on the earth to be spent doing? What do I want my life to be for? This is it. And in a chunked up way, I think that's like one of the jobs of an artist, is to just take the human experience and translate that into a form that we can handle, right? Isn't there so much that we just can't even handle? There's so much that is either like so beautiful and so exquisite and or arduous and challenging. And I think that is the job of the artist, is just to encapsulate bits of that at a time in a tangible way. So I'm honored. I am honored to live that as my life.
Right on. And speaking of that, I know people are watching you now, but they're going to want to watch you again in the future in the flesh. Where can we see you next playing?
Oh, there's so many opportunities. We will be in Winnipeg coming up on Thursday, January 23rd in the Music and Mavens series. That's at the Raine Center. You can find that information on my website. Another Winnipeg one coming up March 24th. I'm going to play with the Manitoba Chamber Orchestra, which is like These Fine Humans, but just like more. Still more, and it will be lovely. And we'll be performing arrangements that like I, Nat, and Quentin have all like written these arrangements that you hear here together. So it's just like an expansion of those. And then I've got some Ontario dates coming up in March, some Eastward dates coming up in April with this fantastic East Coast artist, Gabrielle Papillon, her name is. Just amazing. Those are the near future things.
Right on. Well, everybody make sure to check out Raine Hamilton and Raine Hamilton String Trio, because I know that sometimes you do both of those things.
That's right. Sometimes I'm on my own. Sometimes I'm with these fine folks.
Right on. Make sure to check them out and check them out online, like their page and all that fun stuff, and stream their songs. But for now, back to Raine Hamilton String Trio.
Fantastic. Let us turn a page to a song that I wrote in the Winnipeg airport. And this was the Winnipeg airport before we switched over to like the new airport. And it was right at the time of the switch. So it was like the old airport in like a very odd state of disrepair. I wonder if some of you remember this airport phase. Like there was wires hanging off of stuff. Things were falling off the walls. What a time. And it was a really cold January morning, colder than today even. And it was a really significant day in my life because I was moving away from home. I was going to Ottawa to go to grad school. And at the same time, I was ending a relationship here in Winnipeg. And all of that was so significant and so much to feel at once, especially in such like a public, such a scrutinized place. And I approached like the gate and I saw this fluorescent light that was really struggling. And I thought, me too. I thought, oh good, we understand each other. And so I sat under the fluorescent light, fast friends. And a beautiful thing happened, which is like the silver lining of that experience, of all that was like concurring for me, came through in these words to the song. And I wrote them down on the back of my boarding pass, because I have learned always write them down. Thank you, words. Thanks for coming to me. So I started it in the airport, I finished it in Ottawa, and this is called January. Though past you could not see, you knew that you would marry me. And sure enough, my heart could tell. I knew that I would love you well, and I would never break your heart. I am yours. You are mine. You are mine. A love like this is hard to find. Oh, I knew not then what life would bring. See here my fingers missing a ring, where once our hearts entwined had laid. Time a deeper fissure made, and I would never break your heart. I am yours. You are
happiness is hard to find, harder still to leave behind.
Thank you.
That was absolutely beautiful. I'm sitting here with Mandy on the couch, and she's been crying this whole time, so must have been pretty good, eh, Mandy?
She makes my face leak every time I hear her sing. She just is incredible.
Thank you.
Well, you are watching Raine Hamilton's String Trio. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. If this is the first time you've ever seen this, or if you're just tuning in now, this is a show where you can watch bands play from the comfort of your own home, and we finished 86 previous episodes, and we're so fortunate to have these amazing, amazing artists. Go to our YouTube page or Facebook page to watch all past episodes, and make sure to check them out and support. Click like on our page, subscribe, and all that stuff if you do want to support, and make sure to support Raine. Go check out her music online, and Raine, where can we actually find some of your music online?
Like every surface of the internet.
So check out
All of
every
them.
surface of the internet, and you're going to find Raine Hamilton.
I'm everywhere.
Right on. And you were saying that you're working on some new music. Is it too early to talk about it, or?
We are. What you have heard is true from me, who told you earlier. Yeah, we are staying put in Winnipeg this winter and working on a new album, and that is in process, and it will come out like in the future.
Right on. So
Yeah,
make sure
TBD.
Yeah.
On the when, yeah.
So make sure to stay tuned to the new page. And there, and maybe somebody told me, I don't know if it was Raine again, but somebody said there might be a new song actually played tonight, but we'll wait to see that a bit later.
I also heard that.
We're going to read out some more comments if that's cool with Raine, and then we'll get right back to the music, everybody. John Rock says, nice mix, people. Thank you very much for watching, John. Roxanne Gilly says, what a great storyteller. The Rainy Day Apparel, which is Nathan, says, I showed up late. Did Quentin bring the hurdy-gurdy? And he says, anyway, we could bring Leaf Rapids back on and have a hurdy-gurdy versus theremin showdown. That would be pretty sweet. Thanks for watching, Nathan. Ingrid Miller gives you the thumbs up. Flynn Morrison says she's such a great speaker as well as singer. And wow, amazing work with the strings. Thank you, Mr. Snuffleupagus, for the inspiration. And thanks to the parents for heeding the call. We are all better people for it.
Aww.
Sarah Story says singing along at home and gives you a heart. Lisa Lane from Ego Picks, who made those awesome custom picks and sticks and everything.
Thank you. That is so cool.
They're beautiful, eh? She's watching and sees, she says she could totally rip into a Dixie Chicks song and do it justice with that voice. Absolutely amazing. She's loving it. Carrie Fantaschuk says, such a treat. My auntie today's Bartel says, amazing talent. Jerry M says, beautiful voice. Shauna M says, I love this. Great voice, and I love the arrangement of different stringed instruments. Bonus, not having to go out in the Winnipeg cold right now. And everybody, make sure you're staying warm. Melissa Seaton says, that was beautiful. Lauren Willems says, what a beautiful voice. And there's more and more of that. We're going to get more. We're going to keep stroking your ego a little bit after the next song. But everybody, please click like and please click share. It's the biggest compliment you can give. Let's spread this beautiful, beautiful band to the whole world. And we have a lot more music to come. So take it away.
All right. This song is written in honor of the geese. And I really think there's a lot we can learn from geese because they have a lot figured out. And they cooperate in such a brilliant way, right? Where the bird in front like works the hardest and shoulders more for the benefit of the whole flock, and then they all can fly farther because of it. And then they do this next level move. When the bird in front tires, they'll move back, and then someone else will take that position. So, wow, geese. This is amazing. You have this figured out where the work is shared, the benefit is shared, and the leadership is shared. And like, I think we could be applying that to more of life. I'd be into it. So this is for the geese, and it is called To the North.
birds on the skyline, an arrow to the north. Follow the water, the winter has forgiven. Sunlight on its surface lights the way. Soon with the sunrise, so too as the crow flies, we will make our way from here to there. And the sunset turns to moonlight, miraculous wonder. Keep us as we lay our spent selves down. Chasing a feeling, not know but believing. The grass is greener every northward day. Over the rooftops, under the cloud line, oh, we can see forever and away. When you're tired, the weight on your shoulders, the wind can fall heavy on your wings. Well, my darling, you can fall back, we're right there behind you. Oh, witness to these things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Everybody, you are watching Raine Hamilton's String Trio, and I hope you're having as good of a time as we are here. And I know there's a lot more people jumping in and out, but this is a show where you can watch a full set from this beautiful band, and we have a lot more to go, so thank you very much for joining us. Please click like and please click share if you do want to support what we're doing here, and if you want to support Raine Hamilton and the trio. Karishma Sharma has a question for you, Raine. What is an instrument you would like to play one day?
Oh, an instrument I would like to play one day. Well, I just have picked up the viola, which is like a little bit bigger violin. And I would really like to play the drums. I just was talking to Riley earlier. I'm going to get into drums next month, at least a little bit. This is a goal I've set for myself. I think it'll help my rhythm.
Right on. Have you ever played the theremin? Speaking of the theremin.
I have one time played the theremin, yeah.
That is
it
the
was really
weirdest
cool.
instrument
Yeah.
ever. That's absolutely amazing. Keith Olson says, such beautiful music. Karen Barg says, rock on, Raine. So proud of my former violin student. Mm-hmm. Oh, Karen. And May Crane says, so beautiful. I'm clapping and whooping here in my Montana living room.
That's
What is
awesome.
whooping?
Whoop, whoop.
I just wanted Raine to do it, everybody. Daniel John Emerson, shout out to him, says, my 12-month-old son stopped to come over and watch. Aww. New fan, she won't stop dancing. Kevin Evans says, love your story. Mark Aquila says, looking and sounding great, Raine and Company. Melissa Seaton says, love, love, love. Flynn Morris says, amazing voice. Patricia Wilde's watching all the way in England. Mandy's mom over here. How late is it in England? I know it's like 2 or 3 a.m. So enjoying Raine Hamilton Trio here in England. And she says it's Mandy's mom. Mandy introduced me to Raine a few years ago in Winnipeg, and I so love her voice. Tracy Jensen says, Tracy from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Great White North. Oh, Thanks, Tracy. Shout out to Tracy. Matt Hogue says, finding out what you want to do in life is such a blessing. And tell us a little bit about who your main influences are in music, actually. Where'd you, or what grew you into who you are?
Hey, this is a great question. I grew up with a lot of music in my house and in my life. My parents are musicians, and they met in a rock band in Winnipeg in the 70s. So that is like my origin story. And I grew up with the music of their era just like all the time in my house, and actually in a really specific way because it was always just played by my dad like all the time. So my first exposure to a lot of the songs I love, like the songs of Neil Young and the Beatles and Bob Dylan, I knew first as covered like brilliantly by my dad. And then later I would hear them in life and be like, oh, that's a Beatles song. And then slowly I was like, oh, that's a Beatles song. And I was like, I love the Beatles. Oh my gosh, I love them. So that was a really key way that I discovered a lot. So thanks, Dad. Excellent work. And so that music of that era is a really huge influence for sure.
Awesome. Right on. Well, everybody, I know you just want some more music to delight your ears. So we have more songs with Raine Hamilton, String Trio. Take it away.
Let's touch base to the prairie again. This song is a bilingual tune en français et en anglais au sujet de la plaine. So just about the prairie landscape where we are here in Manitoba. La plaine.
No one to lie to, there is nothing between me and my pride. Prends ton courage en main, laisse-toi emporter, écoute au refrain du vent d'été, oh, du vent d'été, oh. Séduire le grain de blé enterré, inspire la repousse de mon âme brisée. I hear the summer wind call out my name where the endless sky echoes the plain. Oh, echoes the plain. Oh. Et quand je m'oublie, je me laisse emporter, le vent me pousse dans le dos. Et mon cœur sans abri, soudainement débridé, s'éveille le son de peau. Et quand je m'oublie, je me laisse emporter, le vent me pousse dans le dos. Et mon cœur sans abri, soudainement débridé, s'éveille, s'éveille le son de peau, s'éveille le son de peau, s'éveille le son de peau. S'éveille le son de peau.
Thank you, merci.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, the beautiful, beautiful sounds that you're hearing right now is Raine Hamilton String Trio. This is live at the Roslyn. Thank you so much for joining us. This is amazing. It is an interactive show, so we're reading some comments out in between songs. We're also shouting out some sponsors. Shout out to Torque Brewing. Everybody in the room liking their Torque Brewing? They always provide for everybody in the room, and we love them so much. My mom says, truly inspirational. You can close your eyes and just fly away. Argy's Records and Entertainment Shop says, I see dragons at the beginning of this song. I might be a couple behind, so I might have missed it there. Kevin Evans says, can't wait to hear more. Flynn Morris says, wow, you and the Manitoba Chamber Orchestra must see that. This trio sounds like a symphony already. Tell us again when we can see you with the Manitoba Symphony Orchestra.
The Manitoba Chamber Orchestra is March 24th. And there's a link for that up on my website right now or on the MCO website.
Right on. Everybody check it out. Flynn is asking, will you have music for purchase at your upcoming Winnipeg dates?
We will.
Right on. And tell us about some of your past music. You did say you could find it online, but what are the albums and when were they made?
There are 2 albums out. The first one is called Past Your Past, and the most recent one is called Night Sky, and that's the record actually that won the Canadian Folk Music Award for Emerging Artist of the Year. Neat.
Nice.
Thank you.
And that must have been an amazing feeling. Tell us about your experience with that. So that was in 2018 or 19?
2018.
2018. Yeah. So tell us your experience with that. Did you go? Is there an actual awards that you went to?
Yeah, there was. It was just the coolest thing. That was a first for sure. That whole experience, and it was like an honor for sure. It was like very nerve-wracking, but mostly it was just so fun. It was so fun to gather together, just like very keen, expert folk musicians. We had one of the best jams and like square dances at the after party. It was fantastic.
Right on. That's amazing. Eagle Pick says, loving the storytelling and the music alike. Beautiful all the way around. And Melissa Seaton says, completely agree. The storytelling is wonderful. Where do you, we were talking a little bit earlier. Some performers like to tell stories. Others just like to play their music. And you do a great combination of both. Where does that come from?
Hey, well, thank you. I have always appreciated knowing some of the backstory, and it's something that I am just happy to offer, and I'm glad people enjoy it because I enjoy sharing it.
Right on. Well, we're going to read some more comments out maybe after the next song. For now, take it away.
This one is an instrumental written by Quentin, Nat, and myself, and this is called Every Day. Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. Everybody, you are watching Raine Hamilton's String Trio live at the Roslyn. Thank you so much for joining us. Right now, we're going to give some shout outs to the people working so hard behind the scenes. Our team is 7 people working their butts off. Right across from me, we have Kevin Moretz. He has a thing called Blue Moon Media, and he does the behind-the-scenes docuseries called Life at the Roslyn. That's going to be showing you before, during, and after this episode. So look out for that Monday at noon, and that's brought to you by McNaught Cadillac Buick GMC. Right beside me, we're so out of we played some musical chairs today, so it's a little bit different. We got Mike Osakoya from Visual Soul Studios. He's been with us since the first season, right from the start. He does amazing photography work, amazing videography work. Make sure to check out Visual Soul Studios on Instagram and on Facebook. And right behind me, we have Joey Sen from J Sen Photography. And she is the hardest working person in the music business here in Winnipeg, bar none. And if you ever want to see her, check her out in the front row at any show. And I bet you're going to see her. We're so proud to have her on our team. And right beside her, we have Atom Jaman, who is the man. He's the one making the lights look all pretty in here. And we're so proud to have him on the team. Oh, he's going to do some juggling for us. Maybe one day you could be as good at juggling as Atom. He also has something called 7 a.m. Farms, and he does a lot of lighting, so if you ever need lighting for shows, make sure to check him out. Right beside him, we have the idiot himself, Kevin Ripe. And everything that you see here, there's no editing. We're putting on a live show, and we're trying to make it as high quality as we possibly can. And he's switching between 4 camera angles, live on the fly, mistakes and all. But we're so pumped about what we do and how great of a job he does. And right across from him, the return of the Mac, we have Evan St. Cyr from Arcade Studios. As some of you already know, he was our sound guy for all of season 3, but we're fortunate to have him filling in for Derek Benjamin while he's in Mexico on a beach. But we're so pumped to have Evan. He's an amazing person. Check out Arcade Studios if you ever need some work done. My name is Riley. I'm the host for the night. See, no, it's impossible to ever get yourself a cheer. Anyway, I'm just so proud to be I'm just so proud to be here. I love Winnipeg music. I love music in general, and I have the time of my life every single Wednesday doing this, so thank you so much for having me. And we're just going to get right back to music, and there's a lot of comments to read. I'm sure Raine and the band will check them out later. Now we're just going to settle and just let the music do all the talking. Take it away. Woo!
Bury my heart, bury my body, bury my heart in the sea, where the air won't travel, earth turns to gravel. Bury my heart in the sea. The breath of the mother, touch of the other. Bury my heart in the sea. The blood of the ocean, a pulse in slow motion. Bury my heart in the sea and call it in, call it out, call it in. I don't know what they told you, it wasn't true. Bury my, oh bury my shallow water and the tide that brought her. Bury my heart in the sea. We're carried together, the now and forever. Bury my heart in the sea.
Thank you. We have one last song to share. Time flies. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to do another switch here of instruments.
All right, while she's doing that, everybody at home, one more song is a little unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. We're not really prepared for this, and I might put Raine on the spot and everybody here, but if you want one more song, you got to throw some hearts across the screen. And I promise we didn't plan this. Wait, I tried to wink with my wrong eye. Anyway, tell us if you want an encore in the comments and throw some hearts across the screen. Give it up for Raine.
Huge thanks to everyone here today, to everyone who's watching and listening. Awesome thanks to the team that puts this together. I'm so impressed by your expertise, your organization, and your generosity in doing this. So thank you. Let us 3 cheers them by clapping. Hip hip hooray. Awesome thanks to my trio mates Quentin Bart and Nat Felicitas. Amazing. And we'll leave you with this last tune for the fiddle and the voice. And when I think of this song, I see like a cloud, like a storm cloud behind me. And that makes me think like, oh, the storm has come. That is over. And I can just see back there. I'm like, oh, there's no going back there. There's only forward. There's only through. And to me, that's what this song is about. It's telling that story. And this is called Starlight. So thank you so much. I'm Raine Hamilton, like the rain that falls with an E at the end. And this is Starlight. One, two, three, 1, 2. you.
Everybody, you've been watching Raine Hamilton's String Trio, and I can tell you there's no way we're letting them get away without playing one more. Does everybody in the room want one more? Well, everybody at home has asked for one more song. Thank you so much for joining us. And if this is the first time you've ever joined us, we do this every single Wednesday for another 15 or 16 weeks, so make sure to check us out. And this upcoming Wednesday, we have a big band, a funky dance band called The Remedies, and it's going to be a crazy show, so check us out every Wednesday at 8 p.m. The encore, as always, is brought to you by Quest Music. They are huge supporters of our whole local music community, and they are local. Make sure to support local, support your Winnipeg local companies. They have a place in St. Vital. They got a place on Portage Avenue. Check out Quest Music. But for now, give it up for one more tune by Raine Hamilton String Trio.
Hey, well, thank you so much. Sure, yeah, we'll pull another one out of our collective sleeves. This song is going to appear on the next album, so we are just thinking of some finishing touches for it before it gets made permanent in that way. And this song, I think it's about being alive, which I recommend. You know, it really has a lot to offer. It's really a cool experience. That I would describe as being like earthbound, here we are, and a spiritual being at once. Two places at once. A pretty radical existence, if you ask me. And so that's what I'm singing about here. And it's named after the spot where I wrote it, so it's called the Creek Cabin Song. And it has a sing-along ooh part. So I wonder, great news. That's great news for the sound ooh. So we're all invited to ooh along. Everyone who's here, everyone who's like in all of time and space, do join as desired. Well, let's show these ooh parts here first. So it goes ooh, ooh. So let's try that. Ooh. That's great. Then it does it again. Ooh, ooh. You nailed it. Born one day breathing, gifted days, feet that walk the earth. Tread stepping lightly, the earth as our body and our lover. And I've never seen a green screen before. Brave land of preaching, sit with me and lift me to the sky, that I might hear you. Covered in crystal, holy mantle where the sun is set. And I've never known a light this light before. Sing to me, starlight, shine that I might find my way through. And call to me, sliver of the moon, waxing, waning, and revealing. Then come now, indweller of my heart, chase the sorrow from the darkest heart.
lose the pouring of my heart. That I could be a channel of thy peace. Make me warm, make me willing. And come now, indweller of my heart. Chase the sorrow from the darkest part.
Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. You've been watching Raine Hamilton's String Trio live at the Roslyn, and we're so proud to have had him here, and we're so proud that you all watched. Thank you so much for the support, all the likes, the shares, the love, and we're going to be back next Wednesday with the Remedies. Thanks, everybody.